Hi there, just going to do a little video on the Australian Infantry produced by Airfix during the 1970s. Guys from Target Box, and you have 29 figures here. So here's my little helper. No. So these are one of my favourite sets really, because you get so many poses here. You could have hours and hours of fun as a kid playing with these, and there they go. Just playing with these as a kid. So let's get stuck and have a look first of all. We look at the box. So here you got the Australian Infantry Military Series Airfix, and you got 29 figures, and this is the actual size you're going to get. I do love the box art. You can see the rifleman back there leaning into the shot with his Lee Enfield. The officer leading his men along there with his machete and Webley pistol. And you got some machine gunners going in there as well with the Thompson machine gun. So yeah, great artwork as usual from Airfix. The reverse of the box, you got some painting instructions. You can look at what their uniforms are and the colours of their weapons. Just general instructions here on what other sets are out at the time. Painting instructions, of course, and a little bit about the Australian Infantry themselves. At the side here you got the Bren Gunner. The figure in this pack is painted, of course, and just at the side of the box here you got the bamboo house jungle outpost, which I don't have in the half track, which would be really cool to have as well. But yeah, let's look at the figures themselves. Here we got the officer. You see his Webley pistol here in his left hand, and he has his machete. Good action pose, calling to his men to move forward, taking a Japanese position, maybe along the Kokoda Trail in May to August 1942. We got some guys marching, maybe marching along the Kokoda Trail in terrible conditions. Really good figures, though, great detail on them. Ammunition pouches, I love their slouch hats. We got they have a machete, a bayonet here on the side, just under his arm. And you have his Lee Enfield 303 rifle as well. And they're walking along there as well. So they're the marchers. These guys I really love. I mean, you could have this. There's also kind of Japanese Airfix set, plunging forward with a bayonet as well. So you could have this guy parrying with him. See Lee Enfield rifle, a fixed bayonet as he's going in to take out one of the Japs. Great action poses. See the creases on their trousers, the boots. Excellent sculpting here. Really excellent sculpting. Here's a machine gunner. It's a Thompson machine gun. Good stance, his pose is excellent. Sleeves rolled up. I mean, the detail even of his shirt sleeves rolled up. Very good. Water bottle here. Machete to get through the dense undergrowth in the jungle. Excellent altogether. I mean, you could use these guys as for various battles or campaigns that the Australians were in. You could also use them as chindits if you wanted against the Japanese in the jungles of Borneo and the like, and Burma and these places. Here you got a guy throwing the grenade. I do like this pose. He's throwing his grenade. He has his Thompson machine gun ready once he's lobbed his grenade to finish the job. Great creasing on the trousers. Excellent pose. Great sculpting on these. These are some of my favourite figures because I remember having these as a kid, and I remember having an hours long battle with these guys against the Japanese on the living room floor. Imagination would run riot. They're taking the jungle and you're battling away against the Japs. Great stuff. So yeah, these are the Japanese. I have a few of them here. I have the full set actually. The full set is full set is they're all 29 figures. You got a kneeling Bren Gunner here. Excellent. You can imagine him kneeling in the jungle and he's strafing forward along the jungle. Can hear noises but can't see anything. The Japanese being masters at jungle warfare and masters at the skies. He's got his water bottle here. Excellent figure. Great sculpting on them. And the slouch hat. Like I said, if you wanted to do maybe some guerrilla war scenarios like um, Chindits or something like that against the Japs in the jungles of Burma. Um, Standing rifleman, of course, excellent always, leaning into the shot here. Very good pose the way he's holding the rifle. Great creasing on his trousers, his boots, his whole stance. Machete here as well, machete here and bayonet here. Excellent figures. You can see the webbing as well. So yeah, really good figures. Like I said, these are one of my favourite sets. I remember having them as a kid. These are not the ones I had when I was a kid, they're long gone. But I'm in the process of putting together all the sets I used to have when I was a kid. I was an avid fan of Airfix as a kid. Mainly 1 to 32 toy soldiers. I did collect the 1 to 72 toy soldiers, but it was mainly 1 to 32 were always my particular favourite. I did have all the sets. Airfix and Matchbox were my main go-to place, but definitely the Airfix range at the time. I did have some Britons, which I've started to collect again, and I mean, of course, World War Two would have been my fascination growing up in the 70s. Looking back, to documentaries like the World of War and all this, excellent stuff. So I really enjoyed acting out the battles on the living room floor with these guys. I do remember these with great fondness and really enjoyed playing with them. So that's the Australians by Airfix. This was the box I do remember having, the target box. So yeah, great battle poses, ideal, highly recommend if you're still into collecting toy soldiers like I am. I would highly recommend that you pick up one of these, pick up a box of these guys. I mean, just look at that. That's great sculpting in that. Absolutely great sculpting. And like I said, there is a Japanese soldier in the Airfix range as well, and he's coming forward with his rifle and bayonet. So I remember these two parrying. I should have got him out of his box actually for the video. Maybe I'll do that and compare them sometime. But yeah, really good. Excellent figures. I'm not into painting them. I don't mind seeing them painted, but I'm not into painting them myself. I just like to keep them in their original look, if you like. You know, because I didn't paint them when I was a kid. I was just like getting the box open, getting them out and playing. So there's Airfix Australian Infantry and the target box, and you get 29 figures. Okay, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be doing another video as well as soon as I get a chance again. Okay, thanks a lot.